It'll help if I unmute my mic, won't it? I was just saying I don't know why it blue screened. But I guess Windows gonna Windows. I guess I won't open up things on here. Just post from my phone. Here we go. Yeah, just going to do the Discords. Just listen to the music while I type. Where I want to go. What am I going to be playing first? I don't know, but why did the thing just lose to the thing? Elgato, don't do this to me, you were fine. You've been fine the last few times, don't do this to me. Come on. There we go. I'm thinking some, what is it? Streets of Rage, but I just want to do the tweet stuff and all that. How do I get a link to my? How do I get the link with from the app? The stream seems to be rebelling. It's because I'm late, obviously. So I guess I go to here. Yeah, shit, copy link. I think webcam is frozen. Oh. Where's the webcam? Deactivate it, reactivate it. There we go. Should be sorted. Unless I must have speaking without moving my mouth. I have not. That's better. Thanks for telling me. There's LazyBot also. I'll also put in the private Discord as well. And also tweet. Lands on I don't have time to set up beforehand. Don't run a reply to a random tweet. Live at GIF. Can you show me more than 3 GIFs, Twitter? Can you load more than 3? How about I just search? I don't know why it's being so slow to load these GIFs. Like, I'm on 4G on my phone. Sure, we'll do that picture. I'm only 10 away from affiliate. That is right. That is right, I'm only 10 away. Crazy. I've only been doing this on and off for 6 years. Well, on and off for like 5 years, and then full on, well, I'll say full on, then consistently for almost a year. Yeah, I've been doing, sort of been doing this longer than a lot of people in our group, and yet got one of the smallest viewer bases. Nice. Hopefully the Elgato doesn't mess up me again. Hopefully. Or better not. But yeah, we'll do some Streets of Rage because why wouldn't you? Streets of Rage 2 is a fantastic game, and I don't want to do Sonic yet again because, I've done that plenty. If I do Sonic again, it'll probably be from the original hardware. Because why not? Or the rebuild. We're all similarly small compared to him, I suppose. But you and Joe have affiliate, so you have a technically bigger follower base. Also, this the guy in the background is clearly like mirrored to save to use less ROM space. Also, I am not good enough at this game to beat it, as far as I know, so I don't know how far I'm going to get through the game before giving up and switching over to something else. Let's just change my options. Give myself as many lives as I can. Okay, no, the audio is working. Let's go. There's Blaze because I know her moveset. Remember the controls? Yeah. Well, if you don't know what a beat 'em up looks like, then I don't know where you've been the last many years in games. Especially if you know me, considering the way I went on about Streets of Rage 4 when that came up. I know her moveset, yeah, sure, that's why. But it's true. Because if I double tap forward and do that, I can do that move. It's useful. And all that. Plus she's also like her and Axel, like the well-rounded ones. So but simple gameplay, obviously. Streets of Rage being beaten up, and obviously, as the Mega Drive only has 3 buttons, your jump and your normal attack, and then your special attack that uses health, so I don't use it very often. Maybe one day I'll stream Streets of Rage 4, because that's a really good game. Yeah, Blaze actually has like a two swing combo with the knife. I think other characters just kind of stab the knife forwards a bit. I think you can also throw. Yeah, you can throw the knife as well by pressing jump and attack. Oh, and the pipe is always a good weapon. A knife. Yeah, the story of this game though is I don't care. It does have a story, and the story is like, it's not like exactly a bad story. I mean, it's just, I play the game to beat up people. Enemy gonna come back on screen? Okay. That's kind of a problem with old beat 'em ups. If you knock the enemy off screen, you kind of have to just wait for them to come back. Which that is something that Streets of Rage 4 actually fixes. Like they actually came up with a way to sort of avoid that happening. But yeah, we're just chilling. But yeah, it's like I enjoyed doing Mega Drive stuff last week on Sunday, so I thought why not make it a semi-regular thing. Like I don't want to do Mega Drive stuff every Sunday because I'll run out of stuff, especially if I only do the stuff I legit own. But you know, if I'm the Sega person in the group, then I should probably act like it. Well, I say act like it, I should probably do more retro Sega stuff, because that is what I like. I enjoy it, may as well do it often. Yeah, exactly. I wish I had more like physical games, it's just they're not the cheapest thing to get hold of. Just... yes. Yeah, like... So, I mean, as you might have seen from the menu, I am using the... hold on. Bring up the emulator menu. Four Guys Game /Death in the corner. As you might be able to see, this is the Mega Drive Mini. Oh, that doesn't give you points, like in the fourth game. Obviously, Sega's answer to the NES and SNES Classic Edition. And the PlayStation Classic, I suppose, but who cares about the PlayStation Classic? Yeah, Mega Drive Mini is a really nice console though. Nice micro console, games emulated well. It's got a good selection. There's only really like one real dub in it. It's probably one of the better sort of. In essence, it's basically just another Mega Drive compilation, but it's one of the highest quality ones in sort of recent years. Like I prefer it to be a collection that's sold on like Steam and current consoles. The emulation is just a little nicer and the game selection is more diverse because it doesn't just have first-party Sega stuff. Oi. Of course, the pixels look unevenly scaled by TV. Well, it looks unevenly scaled on the tiny bit on the stream, but I don't care. In systems like this, you should use the SNES Classic more. Yeah, the SNES Classic is a great system as well. Like, the SNES Classic has a lot of great games on it. Electro looks fun. Yes, stun lock. Also, the music, assuming you're hearing it over my blabbering. But Streets of Rage is known for its great music, as well as its tight gameplay. Oi. No. Oi. There. Need help. Actually, Barbon, the boss here, actually, he makes a comeback in Streets of Rage 4 as like the stage 4 boss, stage 4 or 5 boss. There's a lot, and obviously being a later game boss than he is here. He's a bit harder. Being the first boss, you can kind of just sort of punch him to death if you don't get caught by his grab. Ah! He's with a more a fight than Knife Death Guy and Electra. That's because he is like the end stage boss, so that's why he's picking up more of a fight. Ah, I don't want to lose a life. The end of the level. There we go. I mean, Electra does do stuff more than just getting stun locked, but I managed to stun lock her. Hey, I got an extra life. Nice. Points. Because of course. What would an old game be without points? I say Streets of Rage 4 also has points. Oh, scroll. Oh, these bike guys are annoying. Is it? I remember like a while ago I saw a tweet saying like about like memeing about like I think it was like Last of Us 2 or something, like how like in an interview someone said something about like giving the enemies names makes you feel more bad for killing them or something, and they just like posted a screenshot of Streets of Rage with like the enemy names in the like the health bar. Ah, like guys, come on screen so quickly. Ah. Oh, come on. At least they don't have much health once you get them off the bike. Also, one thing you can do is vault over enemies, which is quite funny. Ah! Sometimes Last of Us fans come on sound so pretentious the way they talk about the games. Yeah. Like, I'm sure the games are fine, it's just, you know, not my kind of thing, I'll put it that way. That said, Sony did make a Last of Us 2, like sort of limited edition PS4, and like, even though I don't care about the games, like the actual the design of that limited edition console looks really nice. Just a shame the controller says The Last of Us Part 2 on it, instead of just having the nice design. Oh, if I didn't die, I could have got the meat. Oh well. I won't name someone who went more pain than her meme. That is a good meme. Oh, why did I get that? I didn't need that. You don't get extra points for it. Use the Streets of Rage 4. In the Streets of Rage 4, if you pick up a health item while you're at full health, you get extra points. I don't think that happens in this game. Oh. Look at how quickly they join the fray. Punchy punchy. You know, despite there being like just one normal attack button, the combat never really comes off as like too repetitive because there's a variety of moves you can do. I mean, you're not always going to do that. You're often gonna just rely on your normal punches and kicks, but it just feels like there's a good variety in the game. The environment certainly helps. Part of me wants to get like the 3DS version. I think the 3DS versions of the Streets of Rage for at least 1 and 2. Plus different enemies, which helps. Yeah, that does help. Like, part of me wants to see how these games look on 3DS because they like made it so, because like with the floors, like how they have the sort of fake 3D effect going on. I think they sort of added 3D depth to those floors. This mini boss. Don't like this mini boss. It's annoying to hit. Let's give it these enemies first. Don't do that. Why did you just do so much health? I need a second level mini boss. No. Nothing. And also another thing that makes these games fun as well is that they all support multiplayer. Like playing the games in co-op not only makes them a bit easier, they're just more fun. Oh, my phone's not connected to chat yet. Try again. There we go. Stage 3. Are there any hidden pickups? Okay. It seems very effective. Why didn't the robots give all these goons jetpacks? Because, well, I suppose in real life jetpacks kind of aren't very efficient. If you think about it. Just throw a knife at him. I'm sure he'll be fine with that. Oh yeah, the bare knuckle arcade cabinets, which isn't really accurate because Streets of Rage was made for Mega Drive first. Like if it had an arcade release, it was just running off Mega Drive, like arcade-ified Mega Drive hardware. Bare knuckle being the Japanese name for Streets of Rage. But I guess they just didn't bother to change the text on these things. Oh, I got one up. Nice. Now I don't know if this is the kind of game where playing on different difficulty level means that you can't access the ending or something like that, or like can't access the best ending. But I've never beaten the game before, so I doubt I will today, so we're not going to worry about that. Yeah, I think this level's supposed to be set in some sort of like amusement park or amusement venue or something. I mean, we've just gone down like a thing with arcade machines, and now we're going up to a pirate ship thing. You also might notice me grabbing onto enemies. There's no dedicated grab button, you kind of just have to get close to the enemy and you'll sort of latch on. It makes sense if, like, when you're playing. It's all hard to explain the mechanics. It's like if you play, you sort of get a feel for how to grab, even though it's just kind of done by approaching the enemy. Anti-air attacks. Oi. Look. Oh, I forgot to reopen the chat bot. I opened it first time. I opened it the first time, but rushing to get a stream back going again. I forgot to reopen it. You can on strike. Again, he was here before, but again I forgot to reopen it when I restarted the stream. Let me just check. It's on. Yes. Cool. This is what happens when you have technical issues and you get flustered. Oh, this. Guess I could do with the health. Boy. Joseph. Oh, one up. I need that. No. Don't know if things despawn. There we go. That's not what I wanted to do. Ah. Boy. I steal the sword? No, it's too far off screen. Stun lock. Nice. We can make it a bit further on this life. And back to the outside. I think those are roller coaster tracks above us, or some sort of tracks anyway. Please say there's health. Yes! I can survive a bit longer on this life. Probably not much longer, but a bit longer. Better than nothing. Nothing to do with the comics though. I mean, the Japanese developers have even been aware of the UK comic. I assume Beano must have been running for must have been in existence at this point in time. Early 90s. Because generally, when you think of comic things like that, they tend to be long running, don't they? Boy. There we go. And then we go from that to weird alien stuff. Because, this is normal for any, like, theme park. Just a weird alien place with weird exploding alien eggs. Also a graphical effect that better conveys transparency on old CRT TVs with worse video quality than what emulation does. Not emulation or high quality cables like what I have. Go! Is it? No, not quite time for the boss thing yet, I don't think. Yeah, man. Use signal. He presumably standing for purple. Time to mash that B button. Oh, here we go, here's the boss thing. Because this makes sense. Ouch. 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 Come on. It was just a mini boss, wasn't it? I can't remember what the stage boss for the end of stage boss is for this one. Oh, it's this, isn't it? Got about. I think it's the end of stage boss. Ouch. Ouch. Grab meat. Stop jumping. There we go. You can tell it's the end of the stage when the enemy goes down in slow motion. To be fair, like, the game going into slow motion when you deal the last hit on the boss is always satisfying. Sega Stadium. But you can still see, like background elements of the last stage in the background here, which I've actually only just noticed. Which is a really cool detail I didn't know about till just now. What was that doing in the bin? Also, lovely English on the sign. It's like food. Do baseball. Wonderful English. I mean, I'll give, you know, as long as other games complain. As long as, like, not like it was the first language of the development team. A lot of people sleeping on benches here as well. Ow. Why? No. Go away. I am not going to survive this without dying, am I? Unless... No, nearly survived this room without dying. Oh well. at the baseball stadium. Audio. There too. Okay, nothing too. That's it. Hey, I got that life back already. Guess it must be like 50,000 points for life or something. You know, never really paid attention to it. Boy. Boy. This is what you get. Being beaten up off screen. Also, items like this do have limited durability. Or will eventually go. Seeing the Electro recolor now. Shame Joe's not here to make comments on their character design. Oi. Oh, there could be like a meat. Is that... No, just an apple. Okay. Oh, back. Oh yeah, I remember putting that in because like I think it was like you or Ren did that before I made that. I think either you or Ren did that command before I made one, and I was like, oh, I guess people expect this command to exist, so I made the command really sarcastic. But I think this all made it to the middle of the baseball stadium. You'll make comments instead. When you already have. So... Now, there wouldn't be a beat 'em up without an elevator section. Big Ben. We found another Ben. Oh no. There's already too many of us to keep track of. Yeah, it wouldn't be a beat 'em up without an elevator section, so... Can I keep tapping him? Yes. Also, the background scrolls increasingly faster as you get through this. Go away! Oh yeah, there's the special attack. It deals damage to you though, so you've got to use it sparingly. Like I think if you press special attack without pressing a direction, it won't take damage if you don't hit someone, but if you press forwards or something while pressing it, it will use up health, so... Oh, didn't mean to do two. Ah, we're gonna lose another life here. Yep, there we go. And we're at the bottom. Oh yeah, now it's like an underground, like, illegal, like, wrestling arena or something. Oh, I didn't mean to pick that up yet. Ah! Really? Oh. Really? I reckon I'm probably getting the game over here. Oh, I already have game over. I'll go press C. Yeah, we'll use up our continues. We'll see how far we can get with the limited continues the game gives you. And it can't be a 90s console game if it's easy, can it? Well, unless it's Sonic. Hang on a minute, I'm not. It's a lot harder to stun lock Street Rage 4, which is what I'm more used to playing now. There we go. Totally cheesing that boss. Something might be easy for me, but not for you. Well, Sonic is generally easier than other old games, I would say. Like, even critics at the time, like, that was often a complaint of Sonic at the time. Like, it's too easy. It's kind of funny because, like, nowadays, like, people are like, oh, it's too hard to see what's coming, oh. But, like, back in the day, like, the complaint was often the game's too easy. Don't ask me why those guys can breathe fire. It's a video game. He's beat it to death in the corner. There we go. I assume we're on a boat with some description here. What was that, an extra life? Yeah, because we're 50,000. I wonder what makes 50,000 the magic number. I think in Sonic you get extra life for 50,000 points as well. Well, so much for that extra life. Music. We've reached the beat 'em up trope of a boss becoming a mini boss in a later level. I'm pretty sure that's Barbon's sprite palette swapped. Ah, come on. Boy. Don't run away from me. I love anti-air attacks, they're so fun. Also, one interesting thing about the Mega Drive Mini in general is that the games are actually, like, all the games on here are actually the European versions of the game, where they do, if they do differ from the American version. Which is nice. Like, they're the European versions, but set to run at 60 Hz instead of 50. Which is nice, apart from in Sonic Spinball, where by making the game run at at 50 Hz, 60 Hz rather, the music is sped up. Which I could show off later actually, because I can't imagine I'll be spending the entire stream on this game. Because as we go through the game, I'm definitely going to be getting a lot worse at not dying. Ouch. See here. I bet that's an apple. I was going to say I bet that's a turkey. No. It was an apple. Oh, come on. Also, why are there so many axes strapped to the back of this boat? Not back, to the side of the boat, even. Like, what are they expecting to do on this boat? They've got this many axes. Ouch. Real inconsiderate then, be throwing all these explosives in while we're also trying to have a fist fight. Ah, another life down. Ah. Can you not? Do you mind? Wow, doing well here, aren't we? And the game does, I would say, overall, these sorts of games are a little easier if you're playing co-op with a friend, because I don't think the enemies get any more in number or any more aggressive. So you basically just have more lives and more, putting more pressure on the enemies when there's two of you. Good. But of course I'm not playing with anyone. Just playing by myself. The Mega Drive Mini does come with 2 controllers though, so it is ready for multiplayer right off the bat. Lurk, welcome, and welcome to Lurk as well. Oh boy, this boss that I'm very bad at fighting. Ouch. Oh, there was a thing there. Oh well. I'll probably still need it, because the amount of health bars this boss has. Well, at least that enemy's out of the way. And of course there's more enemies. Anti-air attacks. Why? No. And I'm dead. Put that in again. Continue. It's nice they give you the choice to, the option to change player if you want to. Ouch. I was good enough at games to do this without dying horribly. No. Why am I so bad at this? No. No. Can't. Wow, I somehow grabbed him and I didn't grab myself. How'd that happen? Nope. Test the keep an anti-air attack as soon as I get in the air. There we go. Lost like 4 lives to that. Nice. At least I got extra life there, apparently. Stage 6 start. How's this one? I think I've only played it this far a few times. And another extra life. Nice. Look at that water effect. Using those horizontal interrupts. I'm sure everyone knows what I mean when I talk about horizontal interrupts and stuff like that. Just die already. There we go. Yeah, one day I should stream Streets of Rage 4. Perhaps I could convince Joe to do it, to play it with me, to stream one day, when we're both free. Ouch. Because Joe has Streets of Rage 4 as well. Ouch. I forgot these guys weren't just made for Streets of Rage 4. They're just as annoying here as in the 4th game. Also, I have no idea how many levels are in this game in total. So. I have no idea how far I am through the game in total. Ouch. Ouch. No! No, I off-screened the turkey, I can't eat it now, no! Why'd you bump me this far? No. I was saving it for after I got hit more. And I got bumped forwards. Now I can't have the turkey. What am I gonna do now? I mean, probably die soon. That's what's gonna happen. Ah. Lukaku. If that name was, if someone had come up with that name modern times, it would almost sound like it's they're like making fun of the website Kotaku. Also just changed the K for a T. So of course this was... when was this game? 1992? Something like that? 1992. I think 1992. Or maybe 3. Sure. Get back on screen. There we go. I'm surprised I hadn't died yet. Please. I need health. I need health. No! Health, not points. Also interesting that this Japanese developing uses like $signs on all the like money bags. That's another life lost. Ah! The fire breath. Always catches me off guard. There we go. Oh, all the bikes. Ah! And the explosives. Good about the explosives. Yes, health. Gonna lose another life here, aren't I? Yep, here we go. I doubt we're beating this game. But that's not the point of the stream. The point is just to play and have a fun time. Because I know I'm not good at old games, because old games are not easy. I suppose the points of those they don't have much healthier. The points of those enemies is just that there's a lot of them and they just get in your way. Back on the screen. No. There we go. Boss time. Or mini boss time, whatever. Oh boy, we get to fight bosses we've already fought. Lovely. Well, mini bosses we've already fought. Boy. This might be where the run ends. Honestly. Ah. Lost life. Because 0 isn't a life in this game. That's not a bonfire outside. That's not good. The window's open. Well, when I inevitably game over, I'll go shut my window. Ouch. And there we go. And game over. I got like this part, this way from stage 6. best 10 players. Rip. So I'm just gonna go back to the menu, obviously. Just going to leave you with. Where's the webcam? I'm just gonna leave you with that while I shut my window. I don't want my whole to be smelling of smoky bonfire smell. So we're back in a sec. Right, window is closed. I don't have to worry about that as much anymore. So one nice thing actually about the Mega Drive Mini, which I've probably talked about before when I talked about this console, but if you change the language to Japanese, not only does the menu change to use the Japanese Mega Drive logo and sort of stuff, but you actually get the Japanese versions of games. So if we go back to English, we'll see that, where is it? Yeah, we've got Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, early Western version of Puyo Puyo. But, go back to Japanese, and we get actual Puyo Puyo. And so if I'm playing this game on this machine, I'll always switch it to Japanese. Just play this rather than Mean Bean Machine. I totally know what the menus mean. I totally understand the text. And this text, 100%. Definitely not just looking at those characters and not understanding them. Could have planned that out better. Oh well. Really could have planned that out better. It's only the first level anyway, doesn't really matter. Oh, come on. It's a game you suck at. Well, when we played once, didn't you say that you found it like sort of easier on your brain than Tetris or something? What are you saying? I mean, I'm not doing very well either, but I don't go back to play Puyo 1 Ultra often, so if I'm playing Puyo Puyo, it's normally a more recent iteration. Easier than Tetris Beats, that's that. I mean, the thing with Puyo Puyo is you just kind of had to practice. That's the only real way to get any better at it. You just have to practice. I should probably be doing a lot better than I actually am, but hey. At least we can listen to the music and enjoy that. Well, that music is one of the things that we really enjoy about the franchise. Some really catchy tunes. And the Puyo series. The fish guy. I can't really pronounce his name because it's Japanese. Even though they have voice acting, so theoretically I should just be able to pronounce it based on that. Yeah, I would say watch and learn, but I wouldn't say I'm like that great at the game either, so I'm only like decent-ish. So. And that's just your basic stairs combo. And that was only like a 3 one, so. Something tells me I'm gonna be alright. Look at his stressed expression. Right, that's probably going to be me in a bit if I don't actually put some thought into what I'm doing. I should probably put some thought into what I'm doing. Let's go with that. There we go. Whoops. That fish dude's amazing. In the newer games, his dialogue consists of fish pun after fish pun after fish pun. It's great. Anyways, you didn't come here to, well, I didn't come here to stream Puyo Puyo, much as I do enjoy the game, because there are better renditions of the of Puyo Puyo. Actually, let's point out the problems with Spinball on this on the European Mega Drive Mini in particular. So we'll boot up the Japanese version, which plays correctly. Like, it plays correctly. We'll just listen to the music for like a few seconds. Yeah, music's playing normal. The Sonic sprite is weird. And so we go back, change it back to English. Find Spinball. And then we'll listen to it again. You know, if we you notice anything wrong? A bit fast. And it shouldn't be. But similarly, I'm not going to dwell on something anymore. But yeah, for some reason they decided to not make that still play at 50 FPS, 50 hertz, and instead let it play way too fast. But Comic Spinball, if I was to stream that, I'd stream it like properly, like I'd do a proper stream for it, because it's not an easy game. I want to have the whole stream to itself. There's something short and easy. Well, not easy. Short and like doesn't require its own stream to itself. Yeah, very much not easy because I'm not very good at this game. Super Fantasy Zone. Give myself the maximum amount of players. And rapid fire. Yeah, keep controls as standard. So Fantasy Zone, for those not familiar with old Sega. I'm not dying in the first level. Hold on. Fantasy Zone, for those not familiar with old Sega games, is an example of is a horizontal shooter, and instead of just infinitely scrolling forwards, taking out enemy bases and picking up money to upgrade your ship. Opa Opa. You can buy like that. Guess I have enough of that. And nothing else. So I just upgraded myself with these homing missiles, which are really useful. Also, yes, this is different music than before I reset the game. Ah! You know what I said about dying in the first level? I'm still not having it. Yeah, in this game, because this is like technically a new game, the Fantasy Zone series, so it has its own music, but you can play music from the original. I said I wouldn't. Quartet missile. Yeah, it's its own entry in the series. It's like super often being put on ports of games, like or SNES renditions of games. That has its own soundtrack, so you can choose to play the original Fantasy Zone soundtrack as well, which is nice. Yeah, I like the Fantasy Zone games quite a bit. Like, I like the bright colours and the weird designs of everything, but I'm not very good at the games, as you can tell. Of course, being an old school shoot 'em up, obviously one hit kills you. There, lost down. Bosses drop loads of money, so you always want to pick up as much of it as you can. Because you can get there. Let's get that. You can get some nice upgrades. Let's go for Wide Beam. And you can buy extra lives as well. So let's just waste loads of money and buy extra lives. consider I love the I do really like the music. Mega Drive FM synth is my favourite type of retro game music. Also, yeah, the weapons, the normal weapons you can upgrade to, are not permanent. They're on a time limit, so you just wanna inflict as much damage as you can with them while you got them. Or the bomb upgrades with my homing missiles, it's permanent until I die. Yeah, because if you die, you lose everything. Well, apart from the money. So part of the strategy is deciding if you want to save your money for it if you die. I believe the shop comes along again if you like die and respawn, I think. Ah. So I do really like these homing missiles. Very useful. Homing missiles also allow me to slightly cheese the boss, and I don't have to be sitting right in front of those bits that fire lasers right at you. And just be nearest to them. Cheesing the boss with special weapons for the run. So an annoying thing about dying the boss though is that you have to you get sent back just to the beginning of the boss without a chance to upgrade yourself, which is really annoying. You means you're stuck with like the basic weapon and the slowest speed to try and beat the boss with. How much is an extra life now? Oh, 50,000. I don't have enough money for that. Let's go for 7-way shots. It seems like quite a fun game. Yeah, the Fantasy Zone games are quite fun. The original Fantasy Zone is available on the Switch from the Sega Ages line, and Fantasy Zone 1 and the arcade remake of Fantasy Zone 2 are available on 3DS. Because Fantasy Zone 1 obviously an arcade game, then Fantasy Zone 2 was originally just for the Master System, but M2 did the remake for Sega Ages and like Sega 3D Classics games, and who did the emulation for this console. They like back on the PS2 when they were doing Sega stuff, like retro Sega stuff on the PS2, they remade the Master System Fantasy Zone 2 as it originally came out in the arcades. Whoops. And it's like really cool, and they ported that to 3DS and the Sega 3D Classics line. Right. Let's go for... Well, let's go for 7-way shots again. Oh, and of course the quartet missiles. Of course though, one thing with buying stuff is that if you keep buying the same upgrades, they get more expensive. I'm gonna run out of this before the boss even shows up, aren't I? Why did I even bother buying it? Yeah, and having the homing missiles makes this even easier, because you can only shoot it while it's like sucking you towards it. So you've got like loads of stuff to avoid while it's doing that. And the homing missiles makes this so much easier. Ah! Which I'm not going to be able to have now. Now I'm going to do it properly. And with the slowest movement speed. These games aren't the easiest. Oh, I'm not good at keeping track of tiny projectiles on screen. I'm glad this has rapid fire though. because otherwise I'd have to be tapping the button repeatedly. I'm not gonna say anything. You know my usual thing about not being good at games. Why did I keep going up? Honestly. Concentration time. I got like one hit on it that time. Yeah. Hey, there we go, got it. It is possible, just not super easy. Wait. Wait, have I ever... I must have gotten to this point in the game before, surely. With the light beam. I don't remember this. I must have gotten to this before though. I don't remember it. Thankfully I got these homing missiles. Luckily, thankfully it seems like projectiles are always like, you can always see them. And you can see where the bases are because A, the radar and the light on them always shows up. That's quite considerate design. Having the projectiles always show up, enemy projectiles. And your projectiles. So you don't get blindsided by the projectiles. And having the things on the bases show up as well, so you can see where they are. Chop these. Jet engine. Jet missiles. We're not gonna bother. We're not gonna bother with any of the other weapons. As long as I have these homing shots, I'm good. Also, these games do have stories, I think, but I have no idea what they are. Is this game a one-off or part of a series? No, it's part of a series. The original Fantasy Zone was an arcade game, then there was Fantasy Zone 2, originally for the Master System. Then there's this Super Fantasy Zone, and various ports, and there we go, game over. I think that's the furthest I've ever gone. I don't recall that boss. But yeah. And Fantasy Zone 2, as I was saying, like they did like a full-on remake of it, as if it were an arcade game, like running on the same arcade board as the original. And they also sort of I can't remember which game came first, Fantasy Zone or Space Harrier. I think Fantasy Zone, but like Fantasy Zone, Space Harrier, I think is supposed to sort of take place in the same like universe as Fantasy Zone or something like that. And for the PC Engine, they were going to make a like crossover game between Space Harrier and Fantasy Zone, but it never came out. Should we frustrate ourselves? We didn't know that about Space Harrier. I think it's only sort of implied by the way it's like the voice clip at the start just says, like it says, "Welcome to the fantasy zone." Yeah, should we go frustrate ourselves with ghouls and ghosts? Oh yeah, there's no options other than difficulty. I'm not putting it on the harder difficulty. Uh-oh. At least this isn't NES Ghosts and Goblins. Like this isn't an already difficult game made worse by Micronics. Also, this is a different game to the SNES Super Ghouls and Ghosts. That is technically a follow-up to this. Like it's not just a SNES port. Despite the name sounding like it's just a SNES port, I didn't go upwards. Nice. Ah! Yeah, this is the port to the arcade, Ghouls and Ghosts, not Ghosts and Goblins. Oh no, why did I pick that up? That's not going to be useful. Oh no, I'm stuck with it. Oh. This ain't good. Nope, no, don't open that. Trick. The trap. Yeah, I thought I'd just set my category to retro today, though, as well for the stream, because I might not change the name of the game every time I switch one. I would like a different weapon at some point. If the game could be so kind. And it won't be, because it's Ghouls and Ghosts. I forget what doing. Well, it doesn't grant you an extra hit. That's better than nothing. Actually, pretty rapid fire. Might actually be good. If I don't change it, it won't separate into chapters. Yeah, I'm trying to involve with that. Oh. I didn't even get past the first level. I know I could continue, but no. At least this isn't NES Ghosts and Goblins. So you'll notice, of course, we got Sonic on here. Sonic 1, 2 and Spinball. No Sonic 3, obviously, and no Sonic 3D. You wanna witness the worst game on this collection? So Virtua Fighter 2 is like a mid-90s arcade game by Sega, like 3D graphics. Like Virtua Fighter 1 was like the first polygonal 3D fighter, and then Virtua Fighter 2 is like a pretty good sequel, but it's a good sequel to it. Then they decided to make a Mega Drive version, and it's rubbish. Like the look how the characters move. Like, like I played arcade, but I played not arcade, but like I played the proper 3D version of Fighter 2 by the PC port, and it's a lot more fun than this. Oh, that. Wow, the guarding animation looks fairly different than the normal stance. Oh, timeout. I forgot about that. I don't know why they decided to try and port Virtua Fighter 2 into Mega Drive, considering it's a 3D fighter, well, polygonal fighter, still 2D gameplay, but... So wow, thanks for that lightning effect, that won't become an eyesore, surely. I'm sick of this already. And there's no reason for such a dud of a fighting game to be on here, when there's Street Fighter 2 on here. Now, the controller that's packed in with the console does present a problem, because Street Fighter 2 is a 6-button game, this is obviously only a 3-button pad. And I'm too lazy to plug in and sync up my 6-button controller, so we're just gonna play with the 3-button pad. The music that goes with everything. Game start. Yeah, like there's no reason for Virtua Fighter 2 to be on here. And I'm just gonna go as Ken, because I don't know moves for anyone but me and Ken. Also, I suck at Street Fighter. Ouch. Whoops. Yeah, this Ken has to show you. I'm trying to... There we go. Yeah, to switch between punches and kicks with the 3-button controller, you have to press start, which makes it really awkward. Like it's workable, but it's awkward. But let's not dwell on how awful I am at Street Fighter. Street Fighter's hard even without a handicap. We could just go play some Tetris. Now this is a game that was released, but also not really on Mega Drive. Original Sega Tetris on Mega Drive in Japan, like they released it, and then it got recalled almost immediately because Nintendo had the home console license for Tetris. So Tetris cartridges on Mega Drive are like the rarest and most expensive games on the system. It's like the most expensive game on the system, pretty much, because there's like a handful of known copies in existence. But this version, I think, was actually they actually reported the game. I think they reported the game for this rather than just using the old version. Which is like, I don't know why they decided to go, extend that amount of effort, but this is M2. Oh, come on. Like, M2 is kind of all about that. Fortunately, it's not the most responsive version of Tetris I've ever played. Like, it still feels like an old version of Tetris. Oh, there's no hold function. Making mistakes all over the place. And there's no hold function, there's no, like, ghost piece, which I've gotten accustomed to in newer Tetris games. And of course, this doesn't have the like standard like Tetris theme that everyone knows, because they did their own music for their arcade version of Tetris. Nope, I thought that was lined one to the left. No. I'm not doing very well. It's hardish to play Tetris while talking. Please, like, give me a line piece or an arrow, like LR piece. I need a line piece again. There we go. And I'm slightly surprised this Tetris. I think this Tetris doesn't follow the modern Tetris guidelines. I'm surprised like the Tetris company allowed this to happen. Actually, I guess maybe they allow the rules to be bent a bit for re-releases of old ones. Perhaps. This is the version. This sprite each individual block. You use your totally not Tetris ripoff, hence you go to the A-level coursework. I do like the Sega Tetris sprites. Oh, this isn't good. Stop giving me squares! Like in both the Puyo Tetris games, these are one of the options for like the Tetris pieces, like the sprites for Tetris pieces. So this is one of the options you have, and I do use this option. A line piece would be great right about now. Then just give me a string of Z and S pieces. Oh no. This is getting too fast. I'm not even holding down anymore. Ah. Uh-oh. No, dude, you're not giving me time to rotate the pieces, game. Oh, the pieces slowed down. least temporarily. No! I think this is the end. Oh. Oh, Joe tried. Joe tried joining, did he? Oh yeah, they have not the Russian national anthem. You're not the only one who sucks at Tetris. I'm better at more modern versions of Tetris. I'm better at modern versions of Tetris than this one. So let's nice. Yeah, let's get another listen to the not Russian national anthem. Well, it is the Russian national anthem. What if I get a copyright strike just from the entire country of Russia? The best. Are national anthems even copyrighted? Or are they like in the public domain? Anyways. Return to the main menu. Alright, let's just quickly play an RPG. Let's not. Although I should probably get back to Fantasy Star 4 at some point. Yeah, I imagine national anthems are public domain. We could play Space Harrier 2 and be really disappointed. Compared to Space Harrier 1. This is a launch title for the system in Japan, I think. And possibly launch or close to launch in the West. But like, this is a sequel, question mark, to Space Harrier, but being on a console that's much weaker. The game is not nearly as impressive. Welcome back, then. How was your lurk? You know what I might do actually after I like get bored of this game? I might just boot up actual Space Harrier. I might just switch over to my Switch. Because you can say hi properly.
Get ready.
I'm just cool. Just cool. Fair enough. Fair enough. But after I get bored of this game, I might actually boot up original Space Harrier just to show the difference between like a 1985 bespoke arcade cabinet and a 1988 home console that had to be affordable. I just have to switch over the HDMI cables and stuff. Whoops.
Get ready.
But how are you today then, since you were now able to say hi properly? And you know what, I haven't asked Ben how he is today, because I got distracted at the beginning of the stream with my laptop blue screening. And obviously, I don't know if Ben's still dealing with the emotional weight of Breath of the Wild finishing. This game makes me mildly depressed as you just want to play the original game. Doing okay, just finish your selfie drawing, but not completely satisfied. I can't really I don't know how to give motivational advice for art stuff. So, yeah. And you're... And Ben's putting together concepts for his new layout.
Get ready.
Felt very emotional when sat on the start screen for an hour listening to music, but you're good now. Come on.
Get ready.
Wait, I thought I lost all my lives. What's going on? Space Harrier 2, you confuse me. So the way the character moves across the screen, like really jerky. I don't know why it's the way it is. I don't know whether they just in like the Master System version where like where like some of this stuff is like for the character or like enemy space with a background layer. I don't know. Rather than sprites. Yeasland. What they mimic the sort of tunnel levels from Space Harrier 1. It's a lot slower though. Yeah, when I like game over here, I'm gonna switch over to that briefly. I say briefly. The title, I might just have to change the title quickly just to be like for Sega rather than just Mega Drive. Because why not? I wish there was a rapid fire option. What are those things? Hold on. Okay. Okay. Buff demon frogs. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to just quickly... Where's the... Okay, there we go. I'm just going to quickly switch over to the Switch, turn off the Mega Drive Mini and plug the Switch into the Elgato. Hopefully plugging the Switch into the Elgato doesn't cause any problems. And then we can play a better essentially a better version of what we just played. I mean, that's technically a sequel, but I reckon they did it like that just so that... I mean, it does have its own enemies and stuff, but I reckon they did it like that so they didn't have to, like, worry about it being a bit of a rubbish port. And they could just be like, oh, it's not the original game, but bad, it's the second game. Switch is on, hopefully. No, the Elgato is not picking up the Switch. You didn't even notice the INO's transparency until my screen pointed it out. Oh look, it's Starlink. But here we go, Sega Aegis Space Harrier. As soon as I hit A, the Elgato disconnected. Elgato, why? Elgato says no. Yeah, Elgato did decide to say no, didn't it? Hey, there we go, it's back. Is it back? It came back for a second. Reactivate. I love technical issues. Try unplugging it. Deactivate. Replug it in. Activate. There we go. And then it... Can you... okay, I'm gonna wait for the Windows, like, thing to happen. I'm gonna wait for that to happen. That noise. No? That noise not gonna happen? You gonna work? Gonna work now? No, you're not gonna work now. Why? Right, let's remove it and just add it again manually. Video capture. Elgato. No signal? What do you mean no signal? So let's switch it to that version of it, and then we'll unplug it and replug it again and see if that helps. Deactivate. Plug it in. Activate. Right, it's there. It's loud. Mouse audio properties. The monitor it? No. What's going on? No? You don't want to work today anymore? No? No? What? Now you've made my webcam freeze? Tired? It's modern technology. Oh. It's apparently back. Can I play the game now? Am I allowed to play the game now? Quick question, is there a way to display one scene on stream while working on another? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Click studio mode, and then your display, then whatever then you can just go click onto another screen, work on that, and then if you click studio mode again, be back to the stream, your screen you're broadcasting. Anyways, so I've just shown you Space Harrier 2. This is Space Harrier 1. This is a much better game. It's an arcade game. And I love this game. And because arcade on a console with an analog stick and analog control. Means when I let go of the analog stick, I go back to the middle. Body looks a lot more smooth. Yeah. Like, some of these Sega Super Scalar arcade games did only run at 30 FPS, like some of the later ones that were a bit more advanced. but Space Harrier always ran at 60 FPS. Of course, the original arcade game wasn't widescreen, that's something they added for this. But the frame rate and smoothness, that's all from the original. And I can attest to that, not just because I have had a chance to play it in an original arcade machine. Like, that is something I had long wanted to do. In fact, I was able to do it finally at one point. It was sort of like, it was very good. But yeah. Oh yeah, I said I was going to change the stream title. Didn't I? Change that to Retro Sega Sunday Chill stuff. There we go. Yeah, the 3DS version of this game, like the stereoscopic 3D, looks really cool as well. Like, I think the Sega 3D Classics line is honestly one of the best uses of the 3DS's 3D. Like, it's visually really impressive, if you ask me. I think Space Harrier was the first of the Sega 3D Classics games as well, actually. Now the bosses might look a bit intimidating, but the bosses are actually one of the easiest parts of the game. Because for the most part, as long as you keep moving, you're going to be relatively safe. Yeah. I love this game. As a lover of arcadey games and Sega, like this is kind of like one of the quintessential Sega arcadey experiences. Like nonsensical designs, you know, bright colours, you know, really tight, smooth, fast gameplay, and really addicting, to me at least. Like actually, I played this a bit on the bus on the way to the arcade club when I went with uni, like on my Switch. Well, this version in particular, like on the bus. So yeah, two-headed dragon for your second level, your third level boss. But the sense of speed is a lot more in this tunnel stage than in the one in Space Harrier 2 that I got to. But it felt so slow, it was like boring. Whereas this is faster and more exciting as a result. And there are multiple tunnel stages, each one faster than the last. I said some of the bosses are just weird enemy gauntlets, and it's really easy because of it. It was kind of this game and like Hang On which like really showed off like Sega's like sprite scaling tech in the arcades. Well, like for 1985, I imagine this must have looked really impressive, especially with its machine that you sat down on and it tilted you around. Well, the deluxe machine anyway. There were regular stand-up cabinets, like upright cabinets, of course. I'm now just self-indulging now, aren't I? this was originally a, oh, let's do some more Mega Drive, and that kind of was self-indulgence anyway, but oh, this is even more so self-indulgence. I always forget with the Elgato I can look at the OBS screen. Like, the delay is like, you know, little to nothing. I'm so used to thinking of capture cards as something that have delay. Oh, come on.
Get ready.
Yeah, I'm so used to thinking of capture cards as devices with delay. Just because I'm used to old ones. It's like that's the reason that capture cards have pass-through. To mitigate the delay by passing through a non-delayed image. While you need to get to the delayed image. Really? Really?
Get ready.
Gonna do this? Yep. Actually, another funny thing about this, this port does have motion controls if you wanted to for some reason. You can like hold the Joy-Con vertically and like move it around as if it were a joystick, but it's really awkward and unwieldy. So just use the analog stick. You can also use the D-pad if you don't want him to go back to the middle when you let go. But I prefer the feel of the analog control, and I kind of like him going back to the middle when I let go. I kind of like sort of decentering myself. With that, I'm going to get to the end of the game, though, because having to concentrate on the game and the stream not the easiest thing. And even though it's an arcade port, you only get a limited amount of continues in this. There's no option for unlimited continues. Well, there is in the second mode, but I don't tend to play the second mode very often, because it's basically an easy mode. But the second mode was made specifically for the Switch version, so that's an interesting thing. Also, one of the bosses in Space Area 2 is basically this. Yeah, I find the boss is one of the easiest parts of the game. And then later tunnel stages, some of the harder bits. This isn't as fast as they get, but still pretty fast. Either which these, like, lampposts, I guess, come at you. They look like lampposts to me. That's probably not what they are, but it's what they look like, and you only get to see them on screen for like a second before they scroll off.
Get ready.
You ready? Any more battle scenes will soon be available.
You're doing great.
I love the reassuring message of you're doing great between levels. Ah!
Get ready.
And that get ready, thing get ready is like a snuck a reference to that in the game I made at uni. Well, the game I helped to make at uni. I wasn't the sole developer, of course. It was a team effort. Genuinely, it was a team effort. Maybe one day I will do a that kind of self-indulgent stream, is just like, this is stuff I've made in the past. Let's play it. Maybe one day. But not today. Today is not that day. What's the time? It's almost 5. I'll probably wrap up stream after I finish, after I like game over here. It's like 4 to 5. I've been going for over 2 hours now. And the longer I keep going, then the longer, then the more likely there's going to be technical issues. I feel like the blue screen when I started earlier was just like a sign. It was just like a bad omen. I think. Come on.
Get ready.
Big block. We are over halfway through the game though. There are 18 stages, I think. I think it's 18. It's either 16 or 18. Hey, we got another bonus stage. And now, instead of avoiding this stuff, we get to actually run into it. This dragon will destroy them. Also added to the Switch version of this is Rumble. So whenever stuff gets blown up and all that, you control the rumbles with the Switch HD Rumble. It feels nice.
You're doing great.
Gives a bit more impact to the stuff you destroy. I don't know if the arcade version had any haptic feedback at all or not, I can't remember. The arcade Afterburner 2 deluxe cabinet had haptic feedback to your entire body, where the entire cockpit would like shudder when you crash. Is that game over?
Ready.
No? They still want to continue. Nice. We'll keep going. Maybe one day I'll get good enough at the game to beat it. But I doubt it. That's like beat the game dying like less than 2 times. My idea is gonna try, it looks fun. And maybe one day when it's on sale you can pick it up. I mean it's not that expensive anyway, but obviously if you didn't want to spend that much money on it. It's on both 3DS and Switch, but for thumb comfort reasons I'd recommend the Switch version. Because as you can see, you're doing a lot of thumb circling, like you're sort of making circles on your analog stick. For extended play sessions on 3DS, it gets quite tiring. Let's say extended for like, if you get far enough into the game, it's quite tiring on your thumbs on 3DS. Like once at work I played it, like before the Switch version came out, I was like playing it on my break at work once, and after I finished playing I was like, that was a mistake, now my thumb is sore and I've got to go back to work. But on Switch obviously you've got bigger analog sticks, plus it has the extra mode. It's overall just a little, it's basically the 3DS version but with a bit more added stuff on it, and being on a home console. But the 3DS version does have like a cool tilting screen effect to mimic the moving cabinet of the arcade. I don't know why you're submitting the ranking. I only got to number 10 on my own leaderboard. But with that, we've been going for a bit over 2 hours. I don't want another
Welcome to the
incident
family
of
zone. Get ready.
Elgato messing me up or computer messing me up, so we are going to wrap up. So thanks everyone who have been here for watching, whether you've been chatting, lurking or whatever, it is all appreciated. Especially recent followers that we had on Tuesday, that was very much I'm still like thinking about that, because we are actually, let me just double check. Yeah, we are at 40 followers, so we only have 10 to go till affiliate. So yeah, that's something to look forward to maybe. When's the next Yakuza stream? When I have gotten past the chapter I'm on, I want to finish because I've got like some story stuff to do in the chapter I'm on. When I get to the next chapter, I might actually do it. I might drive out some time to stream Yakuza again. Forgot to retweet. How dare you! It's a Sunday afternoon. I know this slot is relatively quiet. People didn't want to come on stream on Sunday afternoons or that time. But yeah, at some point I would like to stream Yakuza again because that was quite fun to stream when I've done it before. But I've got some story stuff I want to get through before I stream it again. But of course, Tuesday, Mario Galaxy. We've got the finale of that. I might, if I'm able to, I might try and start Tuesday stream a little earlier, sort of like 6:45 or something like that, just to give myself a little tiny bit more time to get through what I need to get through. And again, some days I don't plan these out, so Galaxy finale this week, yeah. I've only got a couple of galaxies in the garden and purple coins and Lunas. So I just thought, start maybe 15-20 minutes early, depending, and then try and get all things done. It flew by. Yeah, somehow I've managed to get Luigi's stuff done quicker because this will be the 4th Luigi stream, whereas Mario I did in 5 streams. Hopefully it sure I ain't gonna end up with a long stream again. I am anticipating it's going to be a bit of a longer one. As long as I don't get go past 10:30 or something. But like I said, I want to start a little bit early, so 15-20 minutes early, just to give it a little bit more time. I don't think I've left myself as much to do as I did last time I got to this point in the game though, so hopefully I should be okay. I've done about 1/4 of the stars each time. Everything's ending this month. First Final Fantasy VIII, then Breath of the Wild, then now Galaxy. Well, if I get Galaxy done this month, that'll be that. Okay, no, Rayman 2 won't start and end this month. Rayman 2 will start this month and end next month. Question is, what's the question? Yeah, I'll do 8 months. Depends how long Pokemon goes for me. Depends how long Gen 4 goes for me, I suppose. But probably not. Unless I decide to stream Dragon Quest XI, including its post-game. Breath of the Wild would have done on the original plan. Yeah, unless I decide to stream Dragon Quest XI at some point and do the post-game, because that takes a while. But yeah. But that's enough rambling. I'm sure I'll see you two tomorrow on Lynn's stream. If I'm able to make that. And of course, otherwise I'll see you Tuesday for my own for the Galaxy. There, this is rambly. I'm gonna stop. See you.